another video. I told you I will be back with these videos. More and more videos coming your way. So as you can see today, we have a lot going on this table, and I am going to be repotting two of my plants. The first plant I will be starting with is my Ficus elastica plant. This plant, honey, be sucking up water every 2 days, and in the winter time it was sucking up a lot of water. And I was looking at the roots. I was like, yeah, it's about time to repot this bad boy. So then I was like, okay, this plant right here, my monstera, it was time to repot this one as well. And is that a little bit of a yellow leaf on my plant? Oh no, that's just the light. So it was time to repot the monstera as well, because it's been sucking up a lot of water and I want to encourage some growth. So I have this plant first. We're going to start with this plant, and I'm mad at myself because I did water it and the soil is wet, and it sucks to repot a plant when the soil is wet. It makes the transferring to the new pot a lot more complicated. That's why it's usually best to repot the plant when it's dry, but I'm impatient and I couldn't wait to make this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and repot it. So this plant right here, this planter looks like a 4-inch pot, I believe. It's definitely time to repot it. The roots are starting to kind of grow at the top, and I'm gonna go ahead and pot it in this planter. So as you can see, it's a little bit of a difference, but not a huge difference. When planting your plant, when repotting your plants, you want to go up one size or two sizes. You don't want to go up no bigger than that, because that is not good. That can be detrimental to your plant, because it will cause overwatering. Some people look at the size of the pot and will be like, oh, I need to water the entire pot, and the plant's not even that big, boo-boo. So you need to make sure you go up one size or maybe two sizes at the max, depending on the plant. So let's get started. So we were doing this in my office, and I don't want to get this soil everywhere. So we're going to try to work with this. I thought I had some gloves, but this ain't had no gloves, so we're going to work it out in life. We're going to use a plastic bag as my gloves. Okay, laugh at me if you want, but that's how we're going to operate. Also, I did get the Job's fertilizer spikes. I've heard great things about this, so today I will be placing these in all of my plants that I have to encourage more growth. Yeah. All right, so I got my red cup, plastic cup, girl. Hey, red cup, plastic cup, girl. Hey. So we're going to take the Miracle Grow indoor potting mix, which is really good for a lot of plant container plants. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna take my cup because I don't want to get no soil in my fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit in here. And mind you guys, everybody has a special way of how they repot their plants. This is the way Daya does it, and it's worked for me. Okay, some people may want to add earrings and nail polish and Gucci, Prada, and all the stuff in their soil, and it works for them. So I say that to say that we all have a certain way of how we repot our plants, and that's just the way it works. So y'all don't be coming on my timeline, on my little comments, chewing the sister out. Y'all seen my plants? Go on Instagram, Glam by Daya Plants, and check them bad boys out. Daya love her plants, and she know how to take care of them. Okay. All right. So I have this plant. So I already put a little soil at the bottom, because you don't want to put this plant directly all the way at the bottom. You kind of want to have it a little bit, sitting a little bit on top of the soil. Okay, so like I said, this soil is wet. It's going to be soggy and gross. OMG. But here we go. So this plant, as you can see, the roots of this plant is kind of thin, but it was time to repot this plant. As you can see, it's a big root right here, big white root here, and some roots trying to grow up. So I feel like it was time to repot this plant. I've had it in this planter for about a year or a year and a half, maybe even 2 years, I'm not sure. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is you see the plant right here. What I like to do is kind of break off some of the soil. Break it down. And I have my ghetto bag from Wegmans as my gloves. So you see how I'm doing it? I'm just pulling it apart because most of I can't think. A sister can't think. Pregnancy brain is real, guys. The majority of this plant is roots. So I'm breaking the roots apart. It's a lot of roots. So we're just breaking it apart a little bit. Okay? Alright. See how it's going? A majority of this is roots. It's a lot of roots. Okay. So you can break the roots apart a lot, but I'm not going to do too much of it. That's just my personal preference. That's how it works for me. So as you can see, these are all roots. And let me see something. Yeah, it's a lot of roots, honey. A lot of roots. Okay. So that's good enough for me. Some people like to break it. Woo, this thing is heavy. Some people like to break it a little bit more, but I don't want to do that. So this is what they is going to do. I'm going to stick it in here. So you notice when I stuck it in here, it didn't go all the way to the bottom. So this is about how I like it. Actually, I might stick it up a little bit higher. So let's go ahead and put a little bit more soya in there. Okay. Perfect. And this is how I want the plants to sit. So when I bought these plants, I bought this one separate. And I bought this one separate and I put them together because I kind of wanted a fuller peace lily. I thought they would kind of get along, but they kind of don't be liking each other like that. They be kind of having attitudes. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some more soil in to cover everything. And this is how you repot it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. A lot of y'all been getting mad at me because I haven't been posting that many plant videos. So I was like, you know what? Let me post some videos because y'all don't be liking my other videos like that. I'm like, y'all don't want to know about my personal life and my child. I'm with child. So this is looking really good. And since the soil, it was already wet, I'm not going to water this for another couple of days. And remember, some people think you could do it a different way, but this works for me in the past, and it's all good. It's all gravy navy. Okay. I don't want to pat these. You don't want to pat the soil so tight in there, don't have no air in there. It needs some air. Let that scalp grow. Let the scalp grow. Get some air. This ain't a weave. Okay. So I think we're done here. And this is looking really good. So I'm optimistic that this plant will do really good in this pot. And I'm going to go ahead and like put in maybe a fertilizer stick. And some people will tell me or say, no, don't do that. You just transferred the plant to its new home. Give it a break. Da, 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 da. It's going to be all right, y'all. Okay. You'll see in a few months. It's going to be all right. Okay. Okay. So this plant is in there. It's looking good. I hope it likes its new home. And there we go. We went ahead and repotted that. So now I have to find a nice white pot for this plant. This planter, but for now it has the water hose at the bottom and this collects the water so I can remove it to let the water drain. I'm so excited. This was the old pot, as you can see. So now we're gonna go ahead and get on to our Monstera delicious. Okay guys, so this is it right here. Let me show you the pot. What is this little bit on my black plant? This is the pot it was in. Right here. And this was the pot that I'm going to transfer it to. This pot is just a little bit bigger. I had a bigger pot. And I was thinking about maybe doing this pot. But I think that would be too big. I don't know. I just want to play it safe. So maybe, is it the same size? Is it the same size? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with this pot. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go, and as you can see, look at the area roots. So now we're gonna go ahead and add some soil into this one. So what y'all been up to? What you been up to? Top of the morning, mate. Top of the morning, mate. Top of the morning. Huh? Okay, so I put some soil up in that joint or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and see if this monstera will do well in here. Okay, so I'm just going to, actually, let's switch. Let's switch. So we're going to take my knockoff glove. And I know y'all, some of y'all like, oh, she's killing me with that glove. No, honey. Okay, this is how we do it when we short sometimes. Sister ran out of gloves. That's how we have to operate. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this plant out. I'm going to try to be gentle, but this plant might be stuck in here, honey. And I don't want to break it, but dang, this thing is kind of stuck in here, guys. Let's try to move some of this stuff out. One thing about this seems like this plant is going to have a lot of roots. Whoa, 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 buddy. Whoa, whoa. So as you can see, you see a lot of roots here. They're starting to wrap around. That means it's becoming, or it is, root bound. Sometimes when some plants like to be root bound, but then sometimes the root boundness, I don't even know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. The root bound can cause the plant to become stagnant, the growth to be stagnant. So that's why I decided to transfer it into a different pot, a bigger pot, so that it can encourage more growth, because this is becoming root bound. So I'm just going to break apart gently with the roots. Last time I cut off all the roots and, you know, thought I was doing something. But it's trial and error. You learn. You try. You have to try stuff and learn. So this time I'm just going to be a little bit more gentle with the roots. And just break them apart a little bit. And I'm going to have to vacuum in this office, honey, because this soil trying to get everywhere. So see how I'm loosening up the roots? Honey, this weave was tight on her, honey. She had this weave on for a long time, honey. A long time. Okay, so I feel like that's enough. I'm good with this. Woo, this thing is heavy, my arms. Woo! I feel like this is good. I'm comfortable with this. Some of y'all gonna complain, but I don't care. So I'm gonna put it in here like this. This is good for me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some soil around it. And like I said, go look at those little videos. Go look at my plants, my videos. This works for me, but everybody has a certain way of how they do their plant feng shui. And this is Zaya's feng shui. Okay? Alright, child. This baby probably like, why is she loud? Why is she yelling like this? She crazy. So I'm just going ahead and just filling up the rest of the pot with the fresh soil. And this plant right here, this monstera likes to be on the lean with it, rock with it. So it likes to lean on one side. So I'm going to try to make sure it gets kind of in the middle. And this monstera started from two mature cuttings I've had when I had the bigger monstera. And I am just so proud at how it's been doing. Okay. But I should. Whoa, okay, I was like, what the hell was that? I was like, saw this little stick. I was like, what the hell? What was that? Okay. And I went ahead and placed back the aerial roots into the soil because the aerial roots were growing out of it. And again, this soil was kind of wet, so I'm not going to repot it. I'm just going to keep it like this. So this is how it looks. I'm going to actually remove this bottom because it's going to actually go in this beautiful planter I got from Home Goods. And like I said, Daya's going to put 2 spikes in there. Some of y'all some of y'all probably thinking, oh my God, she's killing me. No, honey. And this is how it looks. So we're going to put this one back in here. And this one should be doing good. So yes, guys, I'm super excited. I just went ahead and repotted 2 of my plants. I'm super excited. The Ficus, elastica, and my Monstera deliciosa. And it's really easy to repot a plant. And as you can see, I did it. So if you guys have any questions on how Daya has repotted her plants, make sure you comment below, email me, let me know your thoughts, your comments, your complaints, your concerns, or whatever. And yeah. So I will see you guys next time. I do have a few more plants that I would like to repot, but they're smaller plants in 4-inch pots. And I think I'm going to keep them a little bit more root bound, those particular plants, the pothos plants, because I noticed at the nursery they keep their plants, a lot of their plants are root bound for a while. They just cut these, they cut the what is it called, they cut the roots for the smaller plants, and I've noticed that they grow still. So I'm going to try that with the smaller plants, but some of them been sucking up a lot of water, so I don't know, but I'm going to keep y'all posted. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my video. And I will see you guys next time.